And I love that you were talking about how you fell into victim mode first, because that's something I talk a lot about on the show. Is, there, if you look out into the world, there's a million reasons to be angry and to feel like a victim. But you can't truly heal when you're in victim mode, can you?
No, 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 that was such a huge realization for me. And when I finally took responsibility for even the littlest things in my life, like I always use the example of leaving a dirty cup on the counter. I would blame somebody else in my family first. And then when I finally like flipped the switch and was like, okay, no, I need to take responsibility for everything that's going around me. Anytime I feel the need to blame somebody, I got to turn it around and take responsibility. And that changed everything, like my mood, my my overall energy level, everything increased because I was no longer blaming anybody else. And even if it wasn't my fault, I still could find a way to take responsibility for that because maybe I wasn't communicating my boundaries well enough or my needs or expressing um, something that I could have, communicated better in some sort of way. And so everything just got better and better and better when I started taking responsibility. And so when I apply that like in other aspects of my life, like in the grief scenario, how can I take responsibility? And so much of that was just opening myself to learning and looking at things from a different perspective and gaining a wider perspective. And then it just unfolded and became so expansive from there.
I love that you
Yeah.
said that too. Change, looking at it from another perspective, like literally my book, Change Your Mind to Change Your Reality. This is what we teach, right? And it's so important because, like I said, you always have a choice, and you can look at things. You can The way you look at things changes the way that they feel inside of you, right? And peace of mind can't be found in blaming others or outside events for your problems, right? And by the way, for listeners, I just want to make this point, like this is not people pleasing. Like when Kerri said, like, even if it wasn't my fault, because you really create your own reality, right? You get to decide how you feel at any given moment, and you get to choose happiness and you get to choose peace, and you really do have an imprint on everything that happens around you, right?
Yeah, yeah, I love how well you articulate that, and I'm almost done reading your book. I'm down to the last chapter, and
Oh, you're so
everything
sweet.
are all these are all the lessons that I was learning too along my grief journey, really, which became my awakening journey.